Louis Armstrong, also known as Satchmo, Pops, and Ambassador Satch, was born August 4, 1901, in New Orleans, Louisiana. Armstrong was raised by his grandmother. His father left both him and his mother by the time Louis was born. His mother turned to prostitution to make a living for Louis and herself. Armstrong began working when he was in the 5th grade to help provide for his family. In order for Louis to work, he had to quit school. Louis worked for a Jewish family who encouraged him to sing and welcomed him into their home for meals. Armstrong was later arrested in 1912 for firing his stepfather's gun. Armstrong had to attend the Colored Waifs Home for Boys. It was there where he found his love for music after receiving music lessons. After he was released, he began to make music on his own time. Joe King Oliver was a big influence in Louis' life. He helped Louis grow as a musician by giving him pointers on the horn. Armstrong was one of the first major influences in jazz. He was only 11 years old. Armstrong was sent to live at a boys' home. It is at the boys' home where Armstrong really learned how to play the cornet and where he found his love for music. That is where he decided that he wanted to play music for the rest of his life. Before Armstrong moved to Chicago in 1922, he joined many bands and riverboats. When Armstrong got to Chicago, he joined his mentor's Joe Oliver's jazz band. In 1926, he recorded Heebie Jeebies and became one of the most popular jazz musicians in America. Armstrong influenced a new generation of jazz vocalists to incorporate scat singing into their genre. In 1929, Armstrong performed a jazz rendition of Ain't Misbehavin', which became his biggest selling record to date. Armstrong's character helped him break a lot of barriers. He was the first African American to be featured on a top Hollywood movie. Armstrong was the first jazz musician to appear on the cover of Time magazine. He was a real king of jazz. He made over 35 films, and throughout the 50s and 60s, Armstrong went on a worldwide tour. During this time, he recorded some of his top hits, including What a Wonderful World and Porgy and Bess. Armstrong continued to perform until he died from a heart attack July 6, 1971.
What a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself.